So initially we chose CJS because we used a local architect and he recommended CJS.
Yeah, and then Callum came around and we just really liked him.
Yeah.
you know, and that's the thing about Callum. It's been a pleasure right from the start, you know. But the architect said he was great, so he struck us as somebody with integrity and honesty, and it's been like that the whole way through.
Yeah.
In fact, that's been the most amazing thing. What we don't have no regrets whatsoever about choosing Callum, because we could always talk to him about anything. There was no judgment. It doesn't matter what question you asked. It was never too simple or too hard. We haven't done a major renovation, so this is our first renovation, but as far we didn't know what to expect except for what Callum told us would happen, and what happened was pretty much what he said would happen. He would give us a quote that was covered everything, and basically he did everything to stick to that through the whole renovation, which is great.
So we got a fixed price.
That was really great.
That gave me security. That was great.
Yeah, so he stuck to that. So that's where that integrity came in. What I liked best about CJS was there's a lot of money involved, and Callum was always absolutely transparent about money. He always answered the questions. He would show us the figures. So that was really great. During the renovation, we lived in a sleep out. The builders were always very respectful of us, and it was a hard time because it was COVID and it was lockdown, and suddenly we had to all be at home. So yeah, but they were great, you know, and his team, all the builders he had working for him were just good people who always communicated and respected us and talked to us.
Callum's quote was identical to the other quote we got, and the other guy wouldn't give us a fixed price.
Talk to Callum, he'll charge for a comprehensive quote.
I really appreciated that. It was about, was it $900?
It was quite a bit, yeah.
You know, to do a quotation, but you knew you were going to get a thorough one, and you get a fixed price at the end of it.
Yeah, so no, it was he certainly earned his $900, and we got it back. That's the agreement. So that's a really good thing, actually. It means that somebody's going to be really serious about their quote, and so again, it's given us security. It always came back to Callum being transparent with financial. We love the guy, you know, to be honest, because we consider him a friend, basically, because of how he treated us.
He suggested the ceiling, actually, the layout. I decided I didn't want a white ceiling, and I wanted the room as warm as possible. And Callum said, let's do it in a diagonal right across, because it draws your eye right to the view out there. So he comes up with these gems of design as well.
He's actually very creative.
Post-reno, it's amazing, isn't it? Actually, we live in a beautiful area, but the house was absolutely depressing. You know, it was cold. Since we've done this, it's changed our lives. Even the outside looks better as well. It just comes in more. There's more connection, isn't there, between out and in. It's great. It's great living here.
And that was a major doing this deck. Like it was,
It's 30 feet high. And
it was Cave Creek basically. It was shaky, and it was it just needed a total rebuild, and people didn't want to do it. And he was just there wasn't a problem with the deck. But now the house is amazing, as Cara said. Our lives are totally transformed by it.
And he helped us as well. Things, you know, like I got this bench top. Actually, I got it from Trade Me. Everything was perfect, except it was a bit too short. So he put this on. This is one of the beams, the remove beams from downstairs.
Yeah, and he did all this.
Work here too.
But this is another his creative little touch. If you give him a bit of license, he'll go, what about this? What about this? You know. No, and he was always, like when we wanted to use our own electricians, he was cool with that, and got some of our own doors and stuff.
Yes, we did.
So he's very flexible and very experienced. And again, that was hey, nothing's a problem really, you know. So would you recommend CJS to anyone?
Yeah, we totally would. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Absolutely. There's nothing more to say really. If you're listening, you know.
He's honest, trustworthy, you can talk to him, he communicates really well.
So yeah, 100% I recommend him. Get a quote, you pay what you get for, basically. Pay for what you get. Pay what you get for. The code of compliance. Yeah, we were worried about that because it's an old house. But basically, he worked with them every time. He was on site whenever they came through, so it wasn't just us and then some people asking us questions we didn't know how to answer. He was totally there for us, and so important to have him communicating with council rather than us. And that was, from the beginning, that was a really important thing. He said, listen, I will take care of all that, code of compliance. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to file anything. I'll do the building.
That's right.
You get the architect's plans. So we got the plans. I'll take it from here. And he dealt with council through the whole process.
That's so amazing.
So for us, again, that was just huge relief, because he said, I'll guarantee that I'll get it through because this is my quote.
Yeah.
And he did, totally did. So that's huge weight.
We went out for a walk.
We went out for a walk.
We thought, oh,
and it's great. And I was stressed.
Yeah, I was stressed too.
I thought they're gonna, because you put so much money and time and effort, and then this one guy's going to come around and look at your house and tell you if it's passed or failed. We came back and he said, oh no, it's all passed. Because you hear the horror stories, right?
You do, yeah.
So that was huge.
They're 100% reliable. It's brilliant, trustworthy, fantastic.
I think CJS are quality, transparent, easy to work with.
Only good things to say.
Yeah, we are CJS's greatest fans. Absolutely recommend it to anyone, because you can have security, basically, and a great job.
Yeah, fantastic. Love them.